Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Sharon. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. So today we are going to be reviewing Love Island USA episode 22. Okay, it got real spicy. But first, before we get into the video, hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Okay, so let's get into it.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me.
One more thing before we get into the video. We hit 100 subscribers. Yay! Love that. Thanks so much. Okay, once again, hit the subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. You can't watch the whole video and not give it a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up. That's rude, okay? Have some manners. Okay, now for real, let's get into the video. When I tell you this episode of Love Island had my heart beating so fast, okay? Like, I'm not gonna jump ahead. So let's start with the beginning of this episode. It starts off with Isaiah and Phoebe once again over there like cuddling, and I just feel like she needs to chill out. Like, I don't know, it's giving a lot. And I just can't imagine having to be a woman and having to like do this much to get somebody to notice me or pick me or whatever the case may be. It's just too much. Jeff talks to Isaiah and says that he misses Nadja and he wants to get to know her more, and he's been thinking a lot about her. And it's like, it's really sweet to see these men kind of sort of just like pining over these women, and they like in the villa doing like whatever, living La Vida Loca, because you kind of always see it the other way around. But I think it's really sweet and cute that they like missing these girls. When I say they, I mean Jeff and Jesse. I think it's cute and it's sweet. It really is. Unfortunately, back at the villa, Nadja, you know, is living La Vida Loca and doing her own thing. But, you know, I still think it's sweet that Jeff is like being vocal about the way he feels about her and missing her and stuff like that. I'm always going to be pro a man vocalizing how he feels about a woman and his like and want for her, even if it don't work out in his favor. Like, I feel like we need more of that. In this episode, Chaz talks to Bella, and he is basically telling Bella that he has his eye on her, he want to get to know her, he like her, he's attracted to her, blah, blah, blah. And that he is not attracted to Gabby. And he was also telling the guys that like when they was kissing and stuff like that, he didn't feel anything. He just isn't attracted to her in that way. And it's like, I'm so confused when people say this, because why were y'all kissing all night then? Like, I don't know about you, but for me, if I'm not attracted to somebody in that way, you can't touch me, and you for damn sure can't kiss me. Like, you just can't. I'm not attracted to you like that. I don't want you touching on me and kissing on me and stuff like that. I don't understand how these people keep on saying that they were not attracted to somebody in that way, but was kissing them for like 5 minutes. Like, I just don't understand, because I can see, like, if you want to see if you feel something by going in for a little kiss, a little peck, and then if you feel something, go in for the kill. But they be going in for the kill and killing for long, and then be like, after the fact, I'm just really not attracted to her. I'm just really not attracted to him. And it's like, then why were you kissing for so long? I don't understand, because when they flashed to them in a hideaway, they were kissing all night, it seemed like. Kissing, touching, rubbing, all of that. So, what? Anyway, he says that he is not attracted to her in that way. He's saying that to Bella. He said that to the guys. But then when he talks to Gabby, she like, oh, I kind of missed you. And then he like, oh, yeah, I missed you too. And then he like basically is not telling her the truth. You just said that you're not attracted to her. So just tell her that. Tell her that you are not attracted to her. I don't understand why you are telling her that you missed her and basically making it seem like you like her, but you also like Bella. Like, no, just tell the truth. You know what? After that night that we spent together, it was clear to me that like we didn't really have that kind of, or I didn't really feel that kind of attraction to you, and I would rather let you know up front than to kind of like, you know, lead you on. Why not just say that? Like, I'm confused. In this episode too, Courtney and Chad, they chat and they kick it and stuff like that. Just a sidebar real quick. Courtney reminds me of, what's the girl name from Knocked Up and This Is 40? I think her name is Jody. The way that she laugh and stuff, she laugh and she sound just like Jody from Knocked Up and This Is 40. I think her name is Jody. I'm not 1,000% sure, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about. She sounds like her. She laughs like her. Like that whole, yeah. Like, she sounds just like Jody. Okay, anyway, back to the video. Phoebe, again, I just feel like she is getting on my nerves. I feel like she isn't leaving any room for Isaiah to be the one to initiate the conversation, to initiate the touching, to initiate the kissing, to initiate any of it. Like, you always just see her, like, when they were in the bed, when it was time to go to sleep, she is the one that's kissing all over him. And it's like, yo, shorty, relax. Like, let the man do some of the work. Like, let him do something. Goodness gracious, it's too much. I do not like this girl. I just don't. And it's not because she is impeding on Isaiah and Sydney's relationship. It really is just her approach, and she just too overbearing, overpowering. It's too much. It's too much. Also, in this episode, Courtney says that she hooked up with Chad, and I'm like, what does that mean? Because I feel like some people, when they say hook up, they mean like they was like making out, but like some people, when they say hook up, they mean like they had sex. So it's like, what kind of hookup did y'all do? Like, what did this hookup entail? Please elaborate, Court. I would love to know. Like, what had happened was, what did y'all do? What kind of hookup was this? I want to know. I'm asking for a friend. In this episode too, we get Jesse and Jeff just basically talking about how, like, they miss their girls back at the villa. They can't stop thinking about them. And like I said, I'm always pro a guy being vocal about how he feels about a woman, because I feel like too often it's the other way around, and then the guy is just kind of off gallivanting, doing whatever he want to do, and the girl is the one putting her heart on the line. So I like to see this. I just, you know, because I know how this episode ends, I'm just like, you know, but like I said, I do like to see them be vulnerable. I think that's what it is. I like to see them be vulnerable and just expressing their feelings and stuff, because like I said, just too often you don't really see men doing that and being vulnerable about how they feel about a woman. So they get a text, and it is recoupling time. Now, when watching this, because like I told y'all, I don't know this show. I don't know how it works 1,000%. Like, this is the first season that I'm watching. When it was recoupling time, I'm like, are they gonna all come together and recouple? Or are the girls gonna recouple at the villa and the boys gonna recouple at Casa Amor? Like, how is this gonna work? But then I later found out how the recoupling worked. So they get ready. And I'm not even playing with you. Like, my heart was beating so fast. I'm like, what is happening? Like, my heart was beating so fast. I'm serious. I was so nervous and anxious. Like, oh my God. So basically, like, the villa girls go first, and then like the guys come out to see what their decision was. So first up was Kat, I believe. No, it was Courtney. Courtney was first up, and she chose to recouple with a new guy because she was single at the time. So she recoupled with Chad, which I feel like, you know, she said she had some sort of sexual tension with Sam, but I feel like Courtney got sexual tension with everybody. So she felt like, I guess she connected more with Chad, so she chose Chad to recouple with, and hopefully like everything works out for them. And then it was Kat's turn, and Kat chose to stay coupled up with Chaz in the hopes of gaining a connection with Jared. And then I don't even care what happens with Kat and Chaz, but again, my heart was beating. I was like anxious to see what happens, and then out comes Chaz with Bella. And to be honest, it was kind of like whatever, because Kat doesn't want to be with Chaz. She is just choosing to stay coupled with Chaz so she could be back like so she could stay and then hopefully connect with Jared. So like that part wasn't really like that much of a shocker. It's like I kind of felt like Chaz was going to recouple with somebody else. And then it's Nadja's turn to recouple, and she says that she is going to recouple with a new guy, and she chooses Nick. And then out comes Jeff, single, like he chose to stay with her. Oh my God. As I said, at first I wasn't really checking for Jeff. Now I really like Jeff. I think that like Jeff is a good dude. And when he came out and was like, I knew they was gonna do that shit or something like that, he said, it just was like, oh my God. Like that was so sad. My heart literally broke for Jeff in that moment. It just was like, dang, man. But I feel like, honestly, Nadja wasn't ever all like in with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I wasn't surprised that Nadja decided to recouple with somebody new because, like I said, she wasn't really all in with Jeff to begin with. But it just was sad to see Jeff have to feel that and go through that and stuff. Like, because I know he probably felt stupid, upset, sad, hurt, just a slew of emotions. And it just was like, my guy, dang. So then it is Zeta's turn to pick, and of course she chooses to stay coupled up with Timmy. And then Timmy come out and then he do this, and I was like, you better not play with me, okay? Like, what? Why would he play too much? He played too much. I was like, no. Because at first, listen, I knew Timmy didn't make any connections with like the girls in Casa Amor, but it just was like, what is he doing? And it was like all a joke. So I thought that was so funny and cute. But it's like, not too much. Not too fucking much, okay? So then it is Deb's turn. And this is when my heart really started to like beat faster and faster and faster. And I was getting very nervous. So it's Deb's turn, and she chooses to, and then I feel like they be taking so long with these speeches. It's like the anticipation is killing me. Please tell me who you're gonna pick. So Deb chooses to recouple with the new boy, and once she said that, I already knew it was gonna be Kyle, and she chooses Kyle, and he is elated. But then Jesse comes out and he doesn't have someone. It's just him, which we knew, but I feel like she didn't know what he was gonna do. So it just was like, again, another one of those situations where my heart just kind of broke for him. Because while I don't agree with how Jesse was moving in the beginning, and I do feel like she has the, like, he explored outside of their connection, so it's like only right that she does the same thing and he allows her that space and time to do that. But it still was sad. It's always sad to watch somebody who is set on somebody else and then they choose somebody else. Like, you know, it just was so sad. And I know Deb felt bad and stuff too. I can imagine, like, you always feel bad when you are hurting somebody, even though I'm sure that's not her intention. Still, it just was like, oh my gosh, Jesse looked so sad, and he was trying to, like, you know, say the right nice things, but I'm sure he was hurting. And wow. So then it's Sydney's turn, and they saved this for last because they already knew. Sydney, of course, chooses Bay, Isaiah, and then when it's time to see what Isaiah chose for himself, he walks out with Phoebe. Oh my God. 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 Like, oh my God. Poor Sydney. And then she was like saying she wasn't going to cry and all that stuff. But then as soon as she sat down, she broke down, which I feel like I knew that was coming. Like, oh my gosh. Isaiah chose Phoebe. And I feel like Isaiah choosing Phoebe says that he chose Phoebe, because remember, Sydney said, like, you could explore something with somebody else, but I'm not going to wait around for that. So him choosing Phoebe says to me that he chose Phoebe over Sydney, because it's like you could have either chosen Sydney, like to stay coupled with Sydney and it just be that and y'all be coupled together, and not have to worry about like anything breaking up. And then he had said in one of the episodes that he was going to ask her to like be his girlfriend. That's why he was so conflicted. So it's like you could have stayed in that, Or you could have done what you did, which is choose Phoebe, knowing that you're going to lose Sydney because Sydney said she didn't want to take no part in, like, you know, basically exploring other options. And if you were to, then basically she's off the table. So it's like you chose Phoebe over her, and that has to suck. Like, you invested time with this guy, energy, maybe sex, maybe not. I don't know. He said that he loved you, even if it was in passing. He threw it out there. And then in 3 days, he chooses somebody else over you. I'm sure that is like, that's a gut punch. She said she felt like she got hit by a truck or something. And it's like, I bet. Yeah. Because what? That's crazy. And it's like, everybody is entitled to make the decisions that they need to make for themselves. But I just feel like, dang, that's messed up. You chose somebody else over this girl that you've been cultivating a connection with since the beginning in a matter of 3 days. Again, because it's not like Sydney said, oh yeah, you can explore other things and I'll be here while you figure out. No, she said if you want to explore other things, do that, but count me out. So it's like, he really chose Phoebe over Sydney. That's crazy. And it was so sad too, like at the end when when Nadja tried to talk to Jeff and he was not with the shits, like he was not trying to hear nothing that she had to say, and it just was like, dang, he is hurt. And he probably feels stupid too, and that's probably why like he a little bit mad, and it's like rightfully so. But like, dang, I was like, oh man, like he ain't trying to hear nothing she gotta say. But yeah, y'all, that was it for this video, for this review, for this episode. Listen, I'm telling you, my heart was beating so fast. I needed a shot after. I needed to do breathing exercises after. I needed therapy. Like, but yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of the episode and everything, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.